Oh, there you are, YouTube. Do. Subscribe if you're interested, but also no pressure. Hey, what do you say we go to my movie collection behind me and pick out 3 movies at random to do a random ranking? We will take those 3 movies and then based on whatever criteria sort of bubbles up from those 3 films, we will rank them. So yeah, let's get back here to this collection and pick out 3 movies. Where do we want to go? Right here? Let's do whatever this one is. Let's bring it down. You know what, maybe we'll bring it down to this section. And then whatever this is. All right, let's make sure I've seen these 3 films, because if I haven't, I gotta replace it. Seen it. What? I don't even know what this is. This must be my wife's. What is this? I have no clue what this is. Who is in it? Who directed it? That could tell me why I own it. I'm gonna guess it's my wife's film, because I don't have any recollection of buying this. Tiger Eyes? Anybody? Anybody seen this? Okay, who's in it? I was gonna, I don't see... I was thinking maybe David Duchovny was in it, because usually if I pull a movie that I've never seen in my collection, it usually means David Duchovny. I don't know what this is. I have no clue what that movie is. So let's go pick something else. It says it's like a family film. Like family approved? Maybe it's something my wife grew up with. Is it from the 90s or something? I don't know. Okay, here we go. So this first one here that I just pulled as the replacement for Tiger Eyes is Beowulf. I feel like I always tell this story whenever I pull this film, but so this was Zemeckis. Remember when he was doing all that motion capture stuff, and then like after Avatar, he's like, well, okay, I guess I don't need to be doing this anymore because James Cameron's got it covered. But I remember seeing the trailer for this in the movie theater and thinking I was looking at real people. But the thing is, that was kind of new at that time. So if I were to see that trailer today, I would probably think it looks incredibly fake. What I should do after this video is watch the trailer to see if I still think it looks incredibly real, like if it fools my eye, or if I think, wow, that CGI is really bad. But again, it was new. And that's the same thing with what is called the Final Fantasy Spirits Within. Same thing. And I've gone back and watched that one, and I think the effects look terrible, but I remember seeing the trailer in theater. I also saw the movie in theater, and I was just like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. But when you compare it to what we have today, it's very terrible. So yeah, I'd like to go back and give this one a revisit to see what I think. But that's my thoughts on it. Was I found it extremely impressive at the time. I don't think I loved the movie or anything. Also, what's his name? Grindelwald? Grendel. He's speaking Old English in it, and he's played by Crispin Glover. And I think like Old English is just like you know, like when we have a K in front of words like knife and night, it's like that K is pronounced. I'm hearing ringing or something. That K is pronounced, like, and the G, like all the silent letters are, you say them, like knicht if you're saying knight, like a warrior knight or something. I don't know, but all of his stuff was really interesting too. So next we have The Internship. So this movie I think is very funny, but I think it goes to silly places. I almost think I would have liked it more if it was more of a drama, like still same 2 leads here, but I wish it didn't get as funny as it got, as slapstick silly as it got. Or I wish maybe everybody else was playing it straight and they were the only funny ones, but you have other characters that have like funny things that they're doing. Like Josh Gad in it, he sort of, I don't know, he's like, has humorous stuff. They're on this team of people, and they're, you know, they have funny things about them, where I almost think it would have been better if they were the only funny ones and they were in this sort of serious atmosphere. But like the seriousness that people have with them is also sort of like played for laughs in the movie. And I don't know, I think it was just a sillier movie than I was hoping. I wanted them to be silly, which they are, but I wanted the surroundings to be a little more dry and serious. Does that make sense? I didn't like that kind of everybody was shooting for a laugh. I wanted the pros here. I wanted the dream team to be the only funny ones in it. But that's kind of them too, for these seasoned comedians to allow this younger generation that they were surrounded by and other people to, you know, play around with comedy. So at the same time, good on them for letting that happen. Others may not. They may be like, hey, I'm the one that's funny. But I don't know. I like the movie. I do. I've watched it quite a few times, but there were tiny things I would have changed myself. Next we have Can't Hardly Wait. This did not come out in 1999 like you all may be thinking. The only reason I'm saying you all may be thinking is because 1999 is one of the greatest years for teen high school comedies. And you probably lumped this one in because it came out very near 99, but it didn't come out in 99. This one came out in, I'm going to say 98. Yes, 98. And so I was only in junior high at this time. Was I a freshman? When did I get into high school? Somewhere around there? I think I was 98. 98. Okay, started high school in 98. So I guess it depends on the month it came out. But I'm pretty sure it came out when I was in junior high. I feel like I remember watching it in junior high. But yeah, I really like this movie. Prestone right here. Ethan Embry. I've just always loved Ethan Embry. I don't know. I see him and stuff, and I'm like, yeah, I like that guy. Just, you know, this stuff like, you know, Rex Manning Day and Vegas Vacation and that Christmas movie, All I Want for Christmas, and gosh, just other stuff that he was in. Always liked him. This guy ended up going into the Twilight movies. Jennifer Love Hewitt, when I was a kid, you know, had a huge crush on her from all of those movies that were coming out. Seth Green, really funny in this. Hook, right? Jack from Hook. You also may know him as Kid from Dick Tracy. He's in this. Like, came out of like acting retirement to come back to this, and he's a big sci-fi nerd. Loves the X-Files. And he's funny. This movie is so good. I love it. I love the way the camera moves. I love the edits in it. Melissa Joan Hart is in it. It just has like cameos everywhere. I think Jason Segel's in it. You're just like, oh, that person, oh, that person. I know them from this movie. You see a lot of crossover from other films at that time that were going on. It's just like, it's almost like Easter eggs. It's like they weren't Easter eggs at the time, but now that everybody's gone on to do other things and you've seen all these other movies, they like turn into Easter eggs. It's really cool. And then they made like Not Another Teen Movie, and it was, you know, kind of riffing off of this a little bit. I love this movie. Okay, so how are we going to rank these? I'll show you. Well, what I'm going to do, and you could probably tell by the way I was talking about it, is Can't Hardly Wait is the easy number one. I mean, when I think of like high school films, teen movies, this one is probably my favorite. Like if there's competition, maybe it's like The Breakfast Club, but just that's only because I've like known it longer, you know. But I don't know, this one from like my era, this one's my favorite, you know. And there were so many from my era when I was in high school that came out. Again, 99, I was just entering high school. I was a freshman, and that was the year. Like everything, like Varsity Blues, She's All That, Never Been Kissed, and American Pie, and the list goes on and on and on and on and on. Drive Me Crazy, right? But then I'm going to go, no, not Beowulf. Beowulf I'm putting at the end. But then I'm going to go with these two funny men right here. In the internship, their job becomes obsolete, so they have to find a new job, and they get an internship at Google, but they're the oldest people there. But they have a lot of wisdom, world wisdom, which makes them an asset, which is really cool. And then Beowulf, again, I more remember the trailer, because I did see it in the theater, but I remember being like, oh my goodness, wow. That's kind of where my mind is on that. I don't know. I just, like when I'm thinking about the movie, I'm not like, oh yeah, the movie. It's more just my response to the effects after the first time I saw it. So anyway, Can't Hardly Wait, number one, easily. And then The Internship, unrated. The unrated version isn't that, I don't know. It's just, you can watch the original one, it's fine. And then Beowulf, which is also director's cut. I don't know. But look at the red stamps right there. Can't Hardly Wait, unrated. Look at that. Okay, so that's my ranking right here. But my question to you is, have you seen these films? These three right here? And if so, what do you think of them? And if you've seen all three, how would you rank them? I'd love to know. Let me know in the comments below, and perhaps I'll see you tomorrow for more Pure Hangout. Look at me washed out there. For more Pure Hangout.